Let's talk about drugs, baby. Let's talk about Kenyan running. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Teddy Talks. I am your host, Teddy Tonelli, aka Teddy Turner, and let's talk about drugs, baby. Let's talk about Kenyan running. Let's talk about all the doping this sport is about to see. Let's talk about drugs. Because if we know anything, once money comes into a sport, cheaters getting caught is soon to follow. As you may know, Joyline Chengeno from Milimani Runners of Kenya was recently popped for the use of triamcinolone acetonide after her victory at Sierre Zinal on August 9th of this year. Unfortunately, the news didn't break until after she also secured victory at UTMB's OCC race, effectively robbing Miao Yao of the finish line win she rightfully deserved, barring she too doesn't get popped. But while this might seem like a Kenyan problem, what we really need to look at is how the sport is policing doping, especially with the rise of prize money and global attention. Enter Salomon Running, the title sponsor of Sierre Zinal and also Joyline's sponsor at the time. Now, you might be saying, but Teddy, Salomon terminated her contract immediately. They did the right thing. And sure, that's true, but you'd be missing the bigger picture here. See, Salomon also oversees the testing protocols for the races that they organize, like the Golden Trail World Series, which Sierre Zinal is part of. Now, call me crazy, but it is not suspicious that the title sponsor of the event and the testing program are tied together. That's what they call the fox guarding the henhouse, because to Teddy, that looks like a conflict of interest. See, Salomon directly benefits from their athletes doing well. More podiums, more shoe soles, more quivers going out of stock in 10 minutes before you can buy them. More credibility for the brand as an elite contender. Now, the Athlete Transparency Program was started in 2017 with Greg Valle, then Salomon's Global Trail Running Sports and Community Marketing Manager, saying, "We are initiating this program to create a tool for athletes to prove their integrity, to show that they are clean, and to continue to uphold the honor and values of the sport we all love." But here's the rub. Greg Valle himself once tested positive as a mountain biker back in 2000. A known doper spearheading an anti-doping arm of Salomon? Okay, that's rich. The program has been run through an independent body called Courts, whose main role is athlete health monitoring. They claim to flag blood or urine anomalies, but at the same time, they admit they are not an anti-doping enforcement program. So which is it, health checks or doping control? The semantics alone make everyone scratch their head. And it gets even weirder. See, because Greg is also head of the Golden Trail World Series. He's made multiple trips to Kenya, officially to scout talent and grow the sport. But with Kenya's doping crisis, 44 athletes sanctioned this year alone, you have to wonder about intentions and motivations. Now, let's connect more dots. Salomon is the sponsor of the Milimani Runners, as highlighted in the team's own Instagram bio. Coincidence? Perhaps, but that program's coach, Julian Lyon, trained Joyline, Mark Chengogo, and Esther Chetsang, all banned for doping. So how much does Salomon really know about the program they sponsor? Because from the outside, it sure looks like their money and branding are backing repeat offenders. You may have heard whispers in the trail community about certain Salomon athlete performances over the last 2 years. These whispers now cast a shadow over the company's anti-doping credibility. And isn't it fair to ask, should a title sponsor also control the testing framework? And here's a wild thought. What if Salomon needed a sacrificial lamb to show that their system works? Who better than one of their own? Catch one athlete, make a public cut, and you look fair and righteous while avoiding deeper questions about conflicts of interest. And why exactly was the partnership with USADA so short-lived? They only worked together on 2 U.S. races, Pikes Peak Ascent and Mammoth Trail Fest. And then poof, back to Quartz. Was Quartz suddenly sufficient again? Now, these rumblings you've heard at races and around the campfires, sure. But the core question remains, is this fair? Fair to the clean athletes? Fair to the sport? Why has independent, trusted body not been involved at scale until now, where Sierre Zinal was forced to use water lab to process these samples? Will that be the standard going forward, or will we slide back into a wishy-washy system with glaring conflicts? As prize money grows and brand visibility grows, too will the incentive to cheat. That's inevitable. The real question is, will the sport finally invest in truly independent testing, or will the fox keep guarding the henhouse? This has been Teddy Tonelli with Chase and Trail, a.k.a. Teddy Turner. We will continue to monitor the situation. Till then, Teddy, out.